Pinebrook, where silence hides secrets and darkness lingers behind every door. Amanda Keller's perfect world was a mask ready to shatter. One moment would spark chaos, splitting a town and sending shockwaves across the nation. In every small town, whispers drift behind closed doors, secrets hiding in plain sight, waiting for the light to expose them. Pinebrook, Georgia, was no exception. To outsiders, it was a postcard. Perfect lawns, perfect lives, manicured grass, friendly waves, and a sense of safety that wrapped the town in a false embrace. But perfection is fragile. One crack, and everything unravels. As dawn crept over Maple Lane, the town's calm surface began to fracture. Sirens and flashing lights would soon slice through the morning mist. In the shadows, Amanda Keller waited, loved by many, truly known by almost no one, fighting a silent war inside her own home. Her husband Tom, Pinebrook's hero firefighter, wore his heroism like armor, but even armor can't hide the deepest wounds. No one in Pinebrook saw the storm coming. One day would reveal years of pain and force the world to ask, what really happened behind the Kellers' closed doors? This is the day Pinebrook lost its innocence, and the mystery that refuses to die. It started like most ordinary mornings in Pinebrook, a quiet town nestled between the hills of northern Georgia. The sun rose over tidy lawns and white picket fences. Neighbors waved as they collected their newspapers, and the world felt safe, almost untouched by time. But beneath the surface, Pinebrook held its secrets. The Keller home, a charming brick house on Maple Lane, stood as a symbol of small-town perfection. Yet behind its closed doors, something was quietly unraveling. Amanda Keller, 37, was the picture of Southern grace, charming, devoted, supportive. Her husband Tom, a decorated firefighter, was Pinebrook's local hero. Together, they seemed to have it all. Laughter at backyard barbecues, holiday cards on the mantle, a life envied by many. But those closest to Amanda sometimes noticed a flicker of worry in her eyes, a hesitation in her smile. Tom's charm could turn sharp behind closed doors, and Amanda had learned to hide her fears well. But by sunset, the police would uncover a crime scene that would divide a community and ignite a national debate. Was it justice or cold-blooded murder? That morning, Amanda made coffee as Tom read the news. The air was thick with unspoken words. A neighbor's dog barked in the distance, and for a moment everything seemed normal, until it wasn't. The quiet of Pinebrook was about to be shattered forever. No one could have predicted what would unfold that day. By noon, Amanda's world would change in ways she could never have imagined. A single moment, one decision, would leave a stain on Pinebrook that no one could wash away. 37-year-old Amanda Keller was known as the perfect Southern wife, charming, devoted, supportive, but perfection is often a mask. Amanda kept a journal, scribbling down her fears in the margins of grocery lists. She saved voicemails, took photos of bruises that faded before anyone else could see. To the outside world, her marriage to Tom Keller, a decorated firefighter and local hero, was nothing short of idyllic. But behind closed doors, Amanda was documenting everything.
March 12th. He said I'd never leave him alive. I'm recording this just in case.
That tape would later become Exhibit A. But was it the voice of a victim preparing for escape, or a killer planning her defense? 911, what's your emergency?
It's Amanda Keller. I shot my husband. He was going to kill me. He's in the kitchen. Please send someone.
Tom Keller was found lying face down, a gunshot wound to the chest. The kitchen floor was slick with blood, shattered glass glinting in the morning light.
Secure the perimeter. No one in or out until we finish our sweep. Officer, get statements from the neighbors.
Police tape fluttered in the breeze as officers secured the scene. Neighbors gathered on their porches, whispering in shock.
Voice trembling, barely holding it together. But please, I just want to help. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Amanda stood nearby, calm, hands raised, blood on her shirt. Her eyes were wide, but her voice barely trembled.
Ma'am, are you hurt? Did anyone else see what happened? Please, try to stay calm.
Shaking. No, I just want to help. Please tell me what to do.
Ma'am, are you hurt? Did anyone else see what happened? Where's the weapon, Amanda? We need to secure it.
No, I just want to help. Please tell me what to do.
Ma'am, where's the weapon?
On the table, I put it down right after.
Officer, bag the weapon. Forensics, get photos of the scene and check for prints.
Forensic investigators moved quickly, snapping photos, dusting for prints, collecting every scrap of evidence.
Amanda, did anyone else have access to the house this morning? Was anyone else here?
Softly. No, it was just me and Tom. I was so scared.
A detective bagged the handgun while another marked blood spatter patterns on the wall.
2, officer. Get a statement from the neighbor who called 911 and check the back door for prints.
But what detectives found in the weeks that followed would make this case anything but open and shut.
To Amanda, we'll need you to come down to the station for a formal statement. Is there anyone you want us to call?
Voice breaking. My sister, please, can you call her? I just want to go home.
The community watched as police combed through the Keller home, searching for answers. Rumors spread like wildfire.
To neighbor, did you hear or see anything unusual this morning? Any visitors, strange cars?
Neighbor, quietly. I saw Tom come home late last night. He looked angry, that's all I know. There was no sign of forced entry, no bruises on Amanda. But what was found chilled investigators to the bone.
Bag everything. We need to know exactly what happened here.
A storage unit rented under Amanda's maiden name. Inside, detectives found a trove of secrets, files, photos, and evidence Amanda had hidden away. Inside, files, photos, records of Tom's affairs, bank transfers, burner phones. Forensic teams analyzed fingerprints, phone records, and financial statements, piecing together a tangled web. And one more thing. A copy of Tom's $1.5 million life insurance policy, updated 2 months before his death, with Amanda as sole beneficiary. The evidence raised more questions than answers. Was Amanda a victim, or something else entirely? Pinebrook would never be the same.
She was scared all the time. She told me Tom had cameras on her car, her phone, he was tracking everything.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
The judge's gavel cut through the tension. Objection overruled.
I'm just telling you what Amanda told me. She was terrified. She said she couldn't sleep, always looking over her shoulder.
Move to strike, Your Honor. The witness is speculating.
The judge's voice rang out, firm. Overruled. The witness may continue. Amanda sat frozen at the defense table, her knuckles white, every eye in the room dissecting her every move, searching for the slightest crack in her composure. The trial erupted in a packed courtroom, flashes from cameras igniting the gallery as Amanda took her seat. The judge's call for order barely contained the storm. The prosecution rose, ready to unleash their case.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Amanda Keller was not a victim. She was a planner. She wanted freedom, and she wanted Tom's money.
That's not true. I was afraid for my life every single day.
Objection. The witness is being badgered.
The judge's gavel thundered, slicing through the chaos. Amanda's desperate cry echoed, her fear raw and undeniable, reverberating in the stunned silence. Outside, news vans thrummed with anticipation. Crowds pressed against the courthouse steps, desperate for a glimpse of the drama inside. Every word, every glance, every breath inside the courtroom felt like it could tip the scales of fate.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will hear evidence that Amanda Keller was not a victim, but a planner. She wanted freedom, and she wanted Tom's money.
Amanda's face was a mask, unreadable as the prosecution painted her as a villain. Jurors exchanged uneasy glances, the weight of their responsibility pressing down like a storm about to break. The prosecution's words sliced through the silence, methodical, merciless. They conjured a portrait of a woman scorned, plotting in the shadows, every move calculated and cold.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, The evidence will show Amanda Keller planned this crime. She wanted out, and she wanted everything Tom had. This was not self-defense. This was premeditated. This was revenge and lipstick and pearls.
Tears welled in Amanda's eyes, but she refused to break. The gallery buzzed with whispers, sympathy clashing with suspicion, the room split by doubt and disbelief.
That's not true. I was afraid for my life every single day.
The judge's gavel thundered, slicing through the chaos. Amanda's desperate cry echoed, her fear raw and undeniable, reverberating in the stunned silence.
Miss Keller, did you or did you not purchase a burner phone 2 weeks before Tom's death?
I did. I was trying to call for help without Tom knowing.
The prosecution's questions came like daggers, sharp, relentless. Amanda's hands shook, her voice barely a whisper, as the courtroom hung on every trembling word. Amanda's attorney rose, voice steady but eyes blazing. She declared Amanda had lived in terror, promising the evidence would expose years of torment and pain. The defense table became a fortress. Files, photographs, secrets stacked high. Amanda's attorney painted her as a woman driven to the edge, fighting for her very survival. The defense table became a fortress. Files, photographs, secrets stacked high. Amanda's attorney painted her as a woman driven to the edge, fighting for her very survival.
Objection, the prosecution is badgering the witness.
The judge sustained the objection. A hush fell, heavy and suffocating, as Amanda wiped away a single tear, her fate hanging in the balance. The jury sat like statues, some scribbling furiously, others stealing glances at Amanda. The gravity of the case pressed down, every second stretching the tension tighter.
I was terrified. I thought he was going to kill me. I just wanted to survive.
Amanda, can you tell the jury what happened that morning?
He came at me screaming. I saw the gun on the counter. I just wanted to make it out alive.
The entire courtroom held its breath as Amanda relived the moment that shattered her world. Her words, thick with terror and desperation, seemed to freeze time itself. The prosecution attacked, their questions relentless. Objections flew, the judge's gavel echoing like thunder. The tension was suffocating, every answer a matter of life and death. The jury watched Amanda's every word, every tear, every hesitation, searching for a glimmer of truth in her haunted eyes. The jury watched Amanda's every word, every tear, every hesitation, searching for a glimmer of truth in her haunted eyes. In the gallery, reporters scribbled furiously, the public leaning forward, breathless for answers. Amanda Keller's fate had become a national obsession, her life a spectacle.
She called me crying late at night. She said she was trapped, that Tom would never let her go.
No further questions, Your Honor.
But Amanda's defense struck back, unleashing evidence that hinted at something even darker lurking beneath the surface. The defense played a chilling voicemail. Amanda's hands shook as the recording echoed, the courtroom transfixed by the threat that filled the air with dread.
You run, I'll find you. You leave, I'll make sure no one ever finds you.
Gasps rippled through the gallery. Amanda's attorney demanded the jury see the bruises, the photos, the journal entries. The prosecutor objected, but the judge allowed the evidence. The evidence table overflowed, photographs, medical reports, Amanda's handwritten notes. The jury pored over every detail, the truth slipping further from their grasp with every revelation. Outside, news vans lined the street. Reporters delivered live updates as the town waited, hearts pounding for a verdict. Amanda's family huddled together, faces etched with fear and hope. The jury listened. The town watched. The nation debated. And then, just as the world held its breath, a twist no one could have foreseen. The jury listened, the town watched, the nation debated, and then, just as the world held its breath, a twist no one could have foreseen. As closing arguments ended, a detective burst into the courtroom with new evidence. The judge called a recess, and the room erupted in stunned disbelief. A second gun, unregistered, was unearthed in the woods behind the Keller home. DNA revealed traces of Amanda and an unknown man. The mystery deepened, the stakes soared. The jury exchanged anxious glances. The judge's instructions rang out. Every piece of evidence, every shadow of doubt, now weighed heavier than ever before.
That second weapon changed everything. We don't know who it belonged to, or why it was there.
The courtroom buzzed with speculation. Was Amanda a victim, or was there a secret no one dared imagine? The world waited, breathless, for the jury's decision, knowing it would change Pinebrook forever. Amanda Keller's fate now rested in the hands of 12 strangers. The verdict would echo through Pinebrook, haunting the town and the nation for years to come. Amanda claimed she'd never seen it before, but in Pinebrook, rumors spread quickly. Some whispered that Tom had enemies, old debts, jealous rivals. Others wondered, did Amanda have help that morning, or was someone else in the house? In diners and barbershops, townspeople speculated in hushed tones. Some believed Amanda was protecting someone. Others suspected a stranger had been seen near the Keller home days before the shooting. Local newspapers ran headlines for weeks. Second gun mystery deepens. Who really killed Tom Keller? Theories multiplied, but answers remained elusive. The jury was hung, 11-1, for acquittal. The judge declared a mistrial. The DA declined to refile. Amanda Keller walked free. Some called it justice. Others called it murder. Amanda vanished from Pinebrook, but her shadow lingered. Some neighbors claimed to see unfamiliar cars parked on her old street. Others said they spotted a mysterious figure watching the house at night. Today, Amanda lives in Florida under a different name. She's never spoken publicly, but the question still echoes through Pinebrook's quiet streets. She keeps a low profile, always looking over her shoulder. Some say she's haunted by what happened. Others believe she's finally free. Did Amanda survive, or did she get away with murder? And what about the second gun? Who else knew what really happened on that quiet morning in the Keller kitchen? In Pinebrook, the case is still an open wound. Some nights a single porch light burns late, as if waiting for the truth to finally come home. This is Vanished Whispers. Until next time, some truths remain buried. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more true crime mysteries and updates. Don't miss our next episode.